Well, thank you, everyone. I am Kelly Bagla, the Queen of Business Law. And today, I would like to share with you the legal life cycle of a business. Well, I always found this kind of funny, so I'd like to share it with you. The top five things that sound dirty in law but aren't. My favorite one is number 4. That should have gone up by now, but. So I'd like to share with you, before I start my material, my family. So you know that as an attorney, I am human as well. Yes, this is my love of my life, Brent. He's my husband of nearly 1 year, but I feel like I've known him forever. We got married last year in Scotland. Yes, it was in a castle. And yes, we stayed in Queen Mary of Scots' bedroom. He did. He's half Scottish, so he did wear a kilt, and he's got the legs for it. This is the second love of my life. That's my Bella. She's a 2-year-old boxer. This is Lady. She's the newest addition to our family. 2 years old. Bella and Lady are best friends. That's Miss Tiffany. Yes, I have 3 wieners. Shotzi and Bubba. The wieners came with the husband. Bubba's doing what she does best. Everyone has a legal life cycle to their business. Everyone. Imagine now that you have a guide for your business, and this guide is going to help you avoid the big major mistakes that business owners make. Plus, it's going to help you set up your business for success. Who wants one of those guides? Guess what? You're in luck. Let's start off with the 4 phases of the legal business life cycle. You have the startup phase, you have the growth phase, you have the established phase, and you also have the exit phase. When do you start preparing the exit phase?
When you start.
When you start. Fantastic. So what happens in a startup phase? Well, you do your research, you spend money and time, and you go out and you create this business. Oh, and then you realize, I have a home. I better protect my bum. Guess what? You legal up with Kelly. The legal ducks that you must have in a row as far as your startup goes, first one would be entity formation. And what do I mean by that? Well, if you are a business, you must at least incorporate your business so your personal assets are protected from your business assets. Big, big, huge thing in having a business. So now that you're in business, you clearly want to do business with someone else. And how do you do that? You probably use a client contract. A client contract is a must because it's going to spell out exactly what you'll be doing for the other person, what the obligations are for both parties, and the most important part is how you get paid. So now you're in your business doing work for the clients, and now you need some services such as logo creation, website creation. So you need an independent contractor agreement. So you contract with a third party to provide those services for you. The most important part of having an independent contractor agreement is that you own the work, not the independent contractor. If there's anything you walk away with today, please keep that in mind. You're paying someone, so you own that work. Every business, if you're out there and you're alive, you must have a website. That's how we do business. That's how we attract clients. It is extremely important that you actually have the website terms of use. You have website privacy policies, and you have website disclaimers. The terms of use are going to tell the person that's visiting your site exactly how to use your site. The privacy policies are going to cover your bum. If you are accepting private information from an individual, you have the legal duty to keep that private information private. And through the privacy policies, you're going to tell that person exactly how you're going to keep that information private. And then the disclaimer, you're basically saying it's not my fault if you use my website in a wrong manner. And you might want to, if you're creating a brand in your startup phase, you definitely might want to consider trademarking that logo early. So now we move from startup to the growth phase. So what happens in a growth phase? The word gets out how wonderful you are and the services that you provide. You start to pick up new clients. More business equals more help. And now you absolutely need to hire employees because independent contractors will not do. You might even move to a new location because now you're expanding. The legal ducks that you must have in a row for your growth company are employee handbook. That's a must in California. Must. Remember, as a business owner, you always have to be on the defensive. It's your duty to protect your business. This is how you protect your business. An employee application form. But that again in California is a must because that's going to cover your bum again. Employees will say anything to be hired. I think we all know that. And so you need to make sure that one, they are saying what they're going to do, or two, they actually have the experience that you're looking for. And having an employee application will keep them honest. Obviously, an employee agreement is in order, so you're telling the employee exactly what you expect from them and what they should be doing for the company. And before you move to a nice office location from your home business, you might want to get your lease reviewed. Very important, getting that reviewed. You're probably growing now, so you want to add a couple of directors to your board. Director agreements are in order. And then if you want to retain your top employees, it's always nice to offer them some shares, some ownership in the company, so they can take pride. From the growth phase, we move to the established phase. So what happens in the established phase? You become well known in the industry, your brand becomes well known, you start thinking about expanding, and you might even want to think about going into a partnership with somebody else. Legal ducks in a row that you must have in the established phase: protect your brand. Protect your brand. Brands sell. These are the most common ways to protect your brand. We have trademarks, copyrights, and if you actually have a product that is unique, you definitely want to consider patenting that product. Do not enter into a partnership without a partnership agreement. That's a big, big no. The last phase of your business legal life cycle. So what happens in the exit phase? You might want to retire, or you might want to start a new business, or you might want to sell to a family member, or even the employees, or you might want to just find a buyer that's interested in buying your business. How do you prepare for that exit? You must have strong financials. Please create a relationship with your CPA because they will be your best friend. Assignable contracts. Every contract that you enter into, make sure that you are able to assign that contract to the new buyer. The assets must belong to the company and not you. And then obviously you would need the sale and purchase agreement. These are some of the referrals that I'm looking for today: CPAs, business coaches, and business owners that are in the growth mode. That is the business legal life cycle of your business, and I'm very, very excited to share with you today. Go legal yourself. Very excited about this book. Thank you.